This is Jazz, and today I'm here with Sergeant Ralph.
Hi, I'm Sergeant Ralph, the Twin Rivers Unified School District Police Department.
I just have a few questions to ask.
All right, let's get into it.
How did you prepare yourself mentally and physically for the job?
That is a good question. Thank you for asking. So I went through the academy 22 years ago now, back in 2001. And some of the things I did to prepare to go to the academy was I would study things that I knew were going to be in the academy, study laws, different things like that physically. So I would go to the track and I would run and get myself physically prepared for the academy. And then entering into the academy, there's a lot of academics we had to do, a lot of physical activity we had to do to be successful in the academy. And then, of course, after the academy, we continue our training, on the job training, and we also continue training bi-yearly, yearly, as throughout our entire career.
What's the best way for you to diffuse a situation without resorting to violence?
So best way to diffuse a situation without resorting to violence. So as a police officer, it is our duty and our obligation to protect the public and property. And we do this hopefully without resorting to any kind of physical altercations with anybody. So things that we do go through training for different mental illness things to gain more knowledge on different things to look for with people, different signs to look for. That way we can go into a situation and talk with people and try to diffuse it this way without, to get cooperation from people so that we don't have to resort necessarily to our tools that we have. I'm sure it's no secret that police officers do carry different tools, right? We have tasers, we have our firearms, we do have pepper spray, things like that. And unfortunately, sometimes we do have to use those if we have people that may be violent right away or that are trying to hurt us or other people and those types of things. But we do have continued training on how to talk to people and how to deal with people, again, to try to defuse or de-escalate situations.
What's something you wish people knew about being a police officer?
I think I wish that people would know that somebody who is a police officer or works in law enforcement, we're not robots. Some people may look at us as robots, or you see things on social media or on the news, and you look at somebody, it's a police officer or it's a cop. So the thing I wish people would know is that we are normal people. We chose a career in law enforcement to help people, but we do have feelings just like anybody else. We think like other people do. We like to go out and play sports, play video games, watch movies. I like to eat candy and ice cream, but just that, we're normal and we're not robots behind a badge.
What made you decide to become a police officer?
So again, 22 years ago,
Mhm.
I used to do security. I used to actually do security at a mall. So I was mall security. And in mall security, it was surrounded around customer service. So you want to help customers, help people, those types of things. And, before I went through the academy to become a police officer, I did want to help people. I wanted to make a difference where I could, even if it was just with a couple of people. And of course, as a younger kid, you want to drive cars fast and things like that, right?
Mhm.
So those are all different things that I think drove me towards getting into law enforcement.
What's the most challenging thing about being a cop?
That is a good question. I don't know that there's any one most challenging thing. There are a lot of challenges with being in law enforcement. Again, going back to, people look at you, as a cop, maybe not necessarily as a normal person, if you will. A lot of times we're going into situations where we have very little information. So we have to get into the situation. Sometimes people are already upset when we get there. So we have to talk to people and try to figure out what's going on. Of course, looking out for the safety of ourselves and the safety of everybody else, including the people that we might be going out to talk to. Their safety is also important. Seeing different things where people might get hurt. Things where we want to help people, but sometimes there's things that we can't necessarily help them with. We try to help them the best we can, but sometimes there's some things we can't. So sometimes those are challenging. knowing that you want to help, but there are some things that maybe you can't help with.
All right, thank you.
No more questions?
That's it.
All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate your invitation to be here.